Bad weather puts a dampener on New Year's Eve celebrations in many parts of the UK. Fireworks displays in Newcastle and Blackpool are among those called off, along with Edinburgh's famous outdoor Hogmanay events. Hello, good evening. New Year's Eve celebrations are being hampered by severe weather in many parts of the UK. Fireworks displays in Newcastle, Blackpool and Bangor are among those called off. It comes after Edinburgh's outdoor Hogmanay celebrations were cancelled for the first time in nearly 20 years. Met Office warnings are in place across the UK this evening for rain, snow and wind, which could affect rail services through till Thursday. In Scotland, an amber warning for rain has just expired, but hundreds of people have been left without power and travellers on roads and railways have had their journeys affected. From Edinburgh, here's our Scotland correspondent, Katrina Renton.
In the Scottish Highlands, heavy rain caused the river to rage through Carbridge. Flooding followed an amber weather warning for rain in the north of the country, which expired late afternoon. Network Rail had to close the Highland Main Line as the level of water made it unsafe for trains. Severe flood warnings had been issued overnight in the areas around Aviemore, lifted as the rain was not as intense as anticipated. Around the UK, weather warnings have led to cancellations of outdoor New Year's Eve parties, from Bangor to here in Newcastle, which would have been the first New Year fireworks display at the quayside since 2019, halted by forecast winds of over 50 miles per hour.
This morning we woke up, the wind direction has changed slightly, and now the debris would go towards the Baltic, and despite everything that we've put in place, sadly we just can't fire the show safely.
And here in Edinburgh, the world-famous street party, live music and fireworks over the castle were cancelled on safety grounds yesterday. Would-be revellers were looking forward to it.
We're from Chicago in the States and we were really looking forward to going to the festival, but unfortunately the weather had other plans.
We don't know because all restaurants is busy, all is busy. We don't know what we will do here on Hogmanay.
I think it's a pity because the weather now seems to be quite good, but I appreciate they had to set all the stuff up, and so these things happen, as they say, especially in Scotland.
Disappointed. And we wanted to do the torchlight parade and that was cancelled, and even the castle's closed, so it's a real shame, but never mind. That's yeah, and we're from Wellington, which is actually known for its wind, and we're sort of thinking this isn't quite as windy as even we know it.
And spare a thought for Michelle Mason, her husband Stephen and two dogs who travelled to Edinburgh in their motorhome from Lancashire. They had tickets for the Hogmanay celebrations.
We're devastated. New Year's a big year, isn't it? We've travelled from Lancashire, we've planned it for months, and we're here now with nothing to do on New Year's Eve. It's not your ideal situation.
A sprinkling of snow in Shetland ahead of more weather alerts. From midnight, snow and ice forecast for the north of Scotland, and wind and rain warnings for much of England and Wales to kick off 2025. Well, Jane, you can see it's still windy here this evening, and we've been watching the pictures from all over the world of famous landmarks being lit up by fireworks. And of course, the beautiful Edinburgh skyline here should have been part of that. 45,000 people were planning to come to the street party. This event was cancelled in 2003 and in 2006 because of adverse weather conditions. But let me tell you, in my opinion, Edinburgh is still indoors, even one of the best places in the world to bring in the bells. And to all of you, from all of us here, a Happy New Year.
Katrina, I'm sure it is. Thank you so much, Katrina Renton there.